In this video, I'll take you through a day of running my two businesses, unified in AdaptX, on our 7-year anniversary of opening the gym. I woke up a little before 5, not my best night of sleep, but I feel like people who make these videos always share their busiest day, but I'm actually up earlier a few times a week, so this is unfortunately realistic. I got to work at 5:45, a little bit before our first session, to print out the programs I wrote earlier this week and take out our clients' folders for the morning sessions. The day started with a personal training client at 6 o'clock with one of our adults who has made great progress with his recovery about 14 months post-stroke. He started training with us earlier this summer after participating in our 5K. On Wednesday mornings, we run 3 sessions starting at 7:15. The first session is a combination of adults, high school, and college students. At 8:30, we have a group class and an open gym slot for some of our high school and college athletes who are a bit more independent with their programs. The last session of the morning is another strength and conditioning session with middle school and high school athletes. After these sessions, my bookkeeper came by to talk about our new payroll provider and rent adjustments as the first year of my tenant's lease comes to a close on July 31st. After this, I had lunch and prepped for the 2 podcast recordings that we had scheduled for the next day. Bridget and I put together documents for each guest with some information about their backgrounds and talking points that we could cover during the discussions. But we try to approach these podcasts as less of an interview and more of a conversation. I had a couple of AdaptX final exams to grade 2 for the May 17th cohort that just wrapped up. At 1:30, I had a personal training session with Ken, who you've seen in a previous video about assessments for clients with a spinal cord injury. Kyle gets in a little before 2:30 to coach, and we're able to work on walking with Ken before the afternoon sessions begin. While we're out in the gym, Bridget was finishing editing our ebook on creating inclusive and accessible road races that we're releasing on July 24th, and shipping a couple of AdaptX shirts out to a customer. While Kyle helped out the majority of the kids at the 2:45 session, I worked with Joe, who started training with us 5 months ago after his heart transplant team cleared him for exercise to improve his strength and conditioning. I consult with his pulmonary therapist from Spalding to build on the goals that they have for him. Joe and I were unified golf partners through Special Olympics about 10 years ago, so to have the opportunity to continue supporting him means a lot to me. At 4 o'clock, we had another middle school and high school session. Brandon ran our adaptive class on Zoom, Kyle trained most of our athletes, Joey edited videos to upload to the training app that we're creating, and I struggled to finish building another assault bike before going on a quick run. I'm horribly acclimated to the heat, so this was pretty uncomfortable. We don't have any big races on the schedule for this fall, so I'm just doing easy runs 5 or 6 times a week. At 5 o'clock, we have one of our more diverse sessions and filmed some of the content for the video that we released about our use of the Anchor Pro. Kyle and Brandon ran the 5 and 6 p.m. sessions when I went home for Nolan's bedtime routine. We usually have dinner, go on a walk in the neighborhood before he takes a bath, reads, and goes to bed. Being home for this has been a priority and the best part of my day. Once his bedtime routine wraps up between 7:30 and 8, I'll answer a few emails before I go to bed. Every week the coaching schedule is consistent, but every day the tasks and projects to work on are a bit different, which makes the long days enjoyable. Not every day is perfect, but most of my success in both work and running can likely be attributed to my consistency.